Hi, I'm Lauren from Bergenfield, New Jersey, and I am positive that God's dream for me is to be happy and to spread happiness.
My name is Nick Rondo. I'm from Cedar, Minnesota, and I think God's dream for me is to be a minister to all people and teach God's word to others that don't know about it.
Hi, my name is Nicole from the Pennsylvania Southeast Conference, and at this point in my life, God would have me to walk with youth, to hold their hands through every step of life, and not to lead them and be judgmental.
I'm Meredith Jackson from Davis, California, and I believe God's dream for me is to connect young people who want to live as disciples in this world.
I'm Chris from Michigan, and I feel that God's purpose for me is to help others find the type of community that I found in Camp Jelani.
I'm Imani Hingston from Washington, D.C., and God's dream for me is to use my talent of singing to help other people find their passion, and to use my love of children to medically help them get better, and so that they can live a full life.
Hi, I'm Katie from Ohio, and I perceive God's dream for me to be a good person, go places and help people, and do everything I can to make sure I do things the way I think are right.
So our task was to talk about when youth ministry was at its best, and the first story that we heard from was a story about the Boogaloo. The Boogaloo, which is it's a dance apparently that was really kind of drew something out of the youth. And I don't know, my sense of the story was that there was a lot of good praise happening, and that there was a lot of people being vulnerable and being okay with that, maybe doing something that they wouldn't normally be doing, and just being totally comfortable with one another. Dancing in this kind of really popular, exciting kind of fun dance. So that's the circle situation. The next, I think one of the next stories that we heard was about being inclusive of marginalized groups and different kinds of people, and kind of extravagant welcome kind of idea. And so we made this circle, our bungalow circle wider, and included other groups of people in our dance.
Climbing up the ladder to continue the journey.
There are other ways of getting to the top besides the one. So we have many different methods. We have the staircase, which is growth, or
Our personal favorite,
straight to the top. We go.
Whoosh. This little tube that kind of like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
That's like the technology, like the whoosh.
Is that the weight loss elevator?
Yeah. It's like two.
It's a suction.
It's like in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
New technology in the church.
It's like the bank.
Yeah.
At the bank.
Or when they drink that special bubbly stuff that makes it.
Yeah, in the mail. Yeah.
In the mail.
Yeah, so there's other ways of getting there. And there's like a bridge. So if you get to the top, like, or you're near the ladder, you can get off on the bridge, or you can go upstairs and go across the bridge, and there's growth written on each of the steps.
That's great.
Yo, my name is Josh Walden. I'm from Long Beach, California, and I think that God's dream for the United Church of Christ is to build an amazing community of compassionate people who really, really care about people and want to follow Jesus.
Hi, I'm Libby Shelby. I'm from Phoenix, Arizona, and I'm from the Southwest Conference. I believe that God's dream for the UCC in the future is to be brave enough to face the challenges that are coming, with whether it's budget cuts or youth or young adults. Just to be brave and to trust that we can do it.
Hi, I'm Nate from South Dakota. I believe that God's dream for the UCC is to continue its message that He is still here, He is still present, and He is still speaking, and for us to work together and accepting one another to get to His kingdom.
I'm Rebecca Keenan from Shillington, PA, and I think that God's vision for the United Church of Christ is to continue to grow as a community and be accepting and willing to adapt to change.
Hi, my name is Todd Earl, and I'm from the Rocky Mountain Conference from Longmont, Colorado. And God's dream for the UCC is to provide a church that loves, accepts, and cherishes all walks of life and in any form of life.
Hi, I'm Kate, and I believe that God's dream for the UCC is to give everybody a sense of belonging and to not be afraid of their own beliefs, personal or with the church or political or anything. So I believe that's His dream for us.
My name is Ryan Otto from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and I perceive God's dream for me to be one who empowers others, who guides them and offers them a safe space to be a genuine person and to be who they are.
is Rachel Condon. I'm from Cherry Creek, South Dakota, and I believe that God's dream for the church is to unite the people in the community together as one.
Let's make things relative. Like, let's say parents are putting sports such as basketball and football above church. Let's make them. Let's kind of like break it down for them and be like, okay, well, awesome. I'm glad that your son and daughter are great in basketball and football. But hey, how's their soul? How are they doing? I mean, like, honestly, let's be real here. Ask them how their kids are doing. Let's be like, we want them in church. We want them to be part of this community. So, going on to our next topic would be creating a community. Obviously, we have to create a community for the kids. The kids won't come if we don't create a community for them. They won't come if they don't feel accepted. But if we create a community for their parents to come, then the parents then have a support group. They can get together. They share a common interest. They all have kids. Parents love talking about their kids.
Feeling welcomed by the adults in your congregation is like a big thing, like just like that feeling of welcoming, and then like also acceptance, like them accepting you and like willing to like listen to your ideas and stuff. And then like going to church camp and getting past like the first barrier of like, do I want to go? Is it gonna be fun type of a thing? But in the end, you build like relationships with like people that like you didn't ever think you'd be friends with, and it's like the lifelong friendships that like never go away.
Okay, and then
yeah.
Okay, the strategies for that was to have a youth advisory board with adults that help you instead of hinder you from making decisions as a youth, and they're not going to be like negative towards your ideas, your thoughts. Stuff like
We've made a list of characteristics of what youth ministry is about and can be about, but we're doing ourselves a disservice if we limit that list to youth ministry. It is ministry, period. It is what we all wish our church could be for us and the environment of faith could be for us.